Hello. What's your name?
Yeah, hi. Thank you for taking my call. Should I just ask my question?
No, you should tell me your name.
Oh, sorry. It's Patrick.
Patrick. All right, Patrick. Now tell me your question.
Okay, here's my question. It's two questions if you let me ask them. If not, it's fine.
Oh, what the hell? Go ahead.
Thank you. The first one is, so I'm curious. I've always been curious. So if a guy is like kind of short, but, he can bench press a certain amount,
Is this Andy Baker?
Right.
This isn't Andy Baker. This is Patrick, not Andy. Right. Okay.
Right. And you got a guy who's taller, but at the same strength level.
Yeah.
Isn't the taller guy actually stronger? Because like in a bench press, he's extending farther with his arm, and in squats, he's got longer legs, so he's actually going down farther. So isn't it actually a taller guy at the same level as a shorter guy? Is that is actually stronger?
No.
That's my first question.
No, that's a misunderstanding of what strength is. What is strength? Do you know?
I don't know. To be able to push big crap around, I don't know.
No. Have you read our books?
I have it. I have a really bad problem with ADHD. But I've had it for like a couple of years now. But I'm trying to get through it. I listen to your videos all the time.
You've had ADHD for 2 years. I think maybe you've had ADHD a long time, and you just weren't paying any attention to it before.
No, sir. I mean, I had your book.
You had the book for 2 things.
All right. Here's the deal. Strength is the ability to generate force against an external resistance. Production of force against an external resistance is the application of strength. All right. Who is stronger, a man that deadlifts 400 or a man that deadlifts 500?
500.
Doesn't matter how tall he is?
I guess not.
Yeah, there you go. That's pretty simple, isn't it? All right. Does it matter that the guy that deadlifted 800 weighs 198 and the guy that lifted 900 weighs 275? No, it doesn't. Who's stronger? The guy that got the 900 deadlift is stronger than the 800 deadlift. This is not complicated.
Yeah, but the guy that's taller has to go down farther, doesn't it?
Doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make the fact that it's harder for him to do it does not mean that he's actually stronger. I mean, do you know how hard it is for me to resist temptation? Man, it's hard to resist temptation. But the fact that I resist temptation either gets done or not, right? All right. So
two guys went to work. One guy really didn't want to go to work, and the other guy did want to go to work. Did they go to work or not? It's just, did the thing happen or did it not?
Right.
And
this is not a philosophical problem. This is just a math problem. So don't make a philosophy problem out of a math problem. The guy that produced more force is the guy that's stronger. And it doesn't matter how tall he is. Right? Tall guys got long arms. The difference in the range of motion in a deadlift between a short guy and a tall guy may not be but 2 or 3 inches. But it doesn't make any difference. If you can deadlift more weight, then you're stronger than the guy that deadlifts less weight. And it doesn't matter whether you're blonde or redheaded or in a bad mood or in a good mood or tall or skinny or fat or short. It doesn't make any difference. It's the empirical truth of the matter is that the guy that lifts the heaviest weight is stronger than the guy that lifts the lighter weight. Now, don't let weight classes in competition confuse you. All right. Weight classes are just so people will enter the meet. That's the only reason we have weight classes. Because if the big, tall guy is going to beat the short, little guy every time, why would the short, little guy enter the meet? Well, he wouldn't. Right? He wouldn't. So the way we get him to enter the meet is we have weight classes. But that doesn't say anything about who's stronger and who's not. Now, there's an award called the Best Lifter Award that attempts to use a formula to award what we call the Best Lifter Award to the guy who lifts the most weight at the lightest body weight. But that is an artificial construct. It doesn't reflect anything except one more way to get you to enter the meet. Right? So whoever deadlifts more weight is stronger than the guy who deadlifts less weight. And that's just all there is to it. And all the other shit is window dressing. All right? I know this is not satisfying. It is, however, the math. All right? Now, question number 2.
Okay, and it goes into that, in the weight. So I know I love your show, Rip, but I know you hate fat people.
Hey, I don't hate fat people. I got Nick in the same room with me. What do you mean?
Rip's fat himself. What are you talking about?
I'm fat and pink. It's like saying I hate pink people.
Really fat people, like morbidly obese.
Like morbidly obese, waddly, fat motherfuckers that have to lean back when they walk. You've seen those kind of people that have to lean back because their panis is a 300-pound affair, that sort of thing. Fuck. Yeah, I don't like
that. Makes his own, like a guy that makes his own gravy in the summer, you know? Like,
yeah, right. Damn. That's how he maintains body weight.
Right, and I know that because I was reading and it's a common thing. A lot of people hate fat. It's good to hate fat people because it maybe it'll help, keep.
Well, I think it's good to hate. Strong emotion is good. I hate stupid people. I'm less concerned about fat people than I am stupid people. Stupid people cost us all way more money than fat people do. All right? Fat people, we can see them coming and we can avoid them. But stupid people look just like everybody else and you can't get away from them. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, Mitch McConnell is a perfect example.
There you go. You can avoid Mitch McConnell.
Governor Abbott.
See him coming.
Governor
Abbott looks like a normal guy, But then you wait for him to do things and you realize these guys are stupid. Either that or they're just evil and they're hiding behind stupidity. Now, that's a possibility.
Possible, yeah.
That's a possibility.
What's the question, Patrick?
So anyway, Patrick, fat people.
All right, yeah, and because I read, it's years old, but like a thing on a forum you said, so that's how I knew that you had this loathing for fat people, which is good. But here's my question.
All right.
Here's my question. Here's my question. So if a guy is morbidly obese, right?
Right.
He's morbidly obese.
Now we're talking a BMI of like 78.
Right.
Right. He's got a way more fat reserves on him than he needs. Literally, you guys know about the Scottish guy that stopped eating for a year, and he was morbidly obese, and then by the end of it, he was 180.
No, I didn't hear about that.
No, that was a study. It was a thing done in the 80s, and it was all documented and everything. So my question is, if you got a morbidly obese guy who starts doing a program and he starts powerlifting, right? But he's eating at a caloric deficit, but before he was eating enough to feed a family of 5 Nigerians.
Right.
And now
Nigerians don't eat that much. You're talking about 5 New Jerseyans.
Fat Nigerians.
Right.
Fat Nigerians.
All right.
I don't know. Fat Nigerians.
Got it.
And he's eating but then he goes to now he's eating at a deficit. And he's powerlifting. My question isn't he going to still build muscle because he's still eating enough to build muscle and lose weight because
he's surrounded by food.
Yes. Yeah, he's awash in food already, essentially. All right, so, and we talk about this in the article called A Clarification. And I know you've read that because, you know, you're obviously a literate man. And the situation where you got a guy that's starting off training and he's already a fat pile of shit, all right? All right? Fat pile of shit can make the same kind of progress on a caloric deficit than little skinny fucker can because of the fact that he will remain in an anabolic state even in a caloric intake deficit because he's already got a caloric surplus surrounding him under his clothes. Right? Yeah, so, you know, a guy that's in a situation like that, guys, starts the program and he's 375, right? And he's only squatting 115. Well, this guy, all he needs to do is maintain protein intake. And if he maintains a decent protein intake, he's going to make real good progress and increase muscle mass and increase strength, even as his body composition improves. Now, this doesn't happen very often. And the reason it doesn't happen very often, because a guy that lacks the self-discipline to keep himself, to have kept himself from getting to 375 is not typically the guy who suddenly starts a program requiring discipline and training. All right, so we don't see it happen that often. But in the hypothetical situation that it did happen, guy starts off, fat bastard starts off training, and he is eating 200, 250 grams of protein a day and salad. Well, he's going to do just fine because his caloric surplus will be contributed to him from his fat stores. So there you have it.
Okay.
All right.
Now, can he get that protein from like powders, or does it have to be meat?
He can get it from anywhere he wants it. He can get it from whey protein or tuna or roast beef or
Protein's protein.
You know, protein.
As long as it's from animals.
As long as it's animal protein and not pea protein. You don't get it from a company that sells things to vegans because those companies are immoral because they're contributing to eating disorders all over the world.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, man. Thanks for your call. I got to go pee, so I'm going to let you go.
Man, I hope Patrick calls next time. That was fantastic.
That was a fabulous call.
The comment section loves Patrick.
Oh, Patrick's great.
Patrick's all
He's
right.
like, I have ADHD, and then he demonstrated it to us.
Yeah.
I love that. Keep talking, Patrick. Don't let them shut you down.
Patrick, send us your email. We'll get you a shirt.